All right, everyone. My goal with Primal Fit members and our community is to try to educate and empower and simplify exercise and health, right? I want to show you how easy it can be, right, to write your own exercise program, all right? So for all you Primal members that travel a lot, you're in gyms outside of Miami, or you might be on your own somewhere, it's important that you have these tools in your toolbox so you know how to give yourself a safe and effective workout. So here's how we write our own programs right here at Primal Fit, all right? We use push exercises, pull exercises, leg exercises. We focus on iso upper, or isolation of the upper body, iso lower, isolation of the lower body, core movements, conditioning movements, animal flow crawling patterns, and correctives. So each one of these has a special place. There's a method to the madness that we utilize these movement patterns, all right? Let's go to the push again real quick. You have a vertical push and a horizontal push. We can break that down even further and do unilateral, bilateral, vertical, horizontal. So now we have single arm movements, vertical and horizontal. So this alone is hundreds of exercises and variations that you can get from this. The pull, same thing, vertical pull, horizontal pull. We have unilateral, bilateral of each of those. Once again, only limited by imagination with the pull sequences, all right? Legs, knee dominant, hip dominant, unilateral single leg, two leg bilateral, knee dominant or hip dominant. So once again, a ton of variations that you can pull from to set up your own exercise programs. Iso uppers, iso lowers. There's tons that you can pull. So the key here is to develop your own exercise library underneath whatever categories that you put together for yourself for your particular goal. Okay, core exercises. There's a slew, there's thousands. Same thing with conditioning movements, and we use animal flow crawling patterns. There's a ton of those, as well as correctives that we use like lower trap work or external rotators, lower back movements. We use rest periods to be really productive because we want to work on people's limitations. We know where their asymmetries are. We know where they lack strength. We know what they need to build upon. So we use our rest periods wisely. All right. So this is how we write programs. So let's move over to this board here. So once you have your movement patterns, right? Now we can create your program or a template. This is where it gets even easier. But first of all, what tool are you going to use from those movement patterns? What's the rep sequence? Okay, reps determines everything. This is what I teach my coaches and the people that I consult with. Reps determines the amount of sets. Reps also determines tempo. Reps also determines rest period. All right, so reps determines everything. So how many reps are you going to do with the exercise that you choose and what tool that you use with that exercise, all right? So, and we go into depth of this on our membership site and on our online programming when we work with people all over the world. We really go in depth on program design and how we program, so we need them to understand why they are doing what they're doing. So let's go through this real quick. Let's create a quick template, all right? So I'm gonna go A1 is going to be our first exercise, and I'm going to pull from a push right there. We're going to do a horizontal push. Keeping it simple here, push up. And then we got an A2 movement over here. Now I'm going to go to a pull movement, all right? And I'm going to keep this simple, and we're just going to go dumbbell bent row. And now I'm going to go to a third movement. All right, because we do full bodies around here, and I'm going to get into that in just a second on why we do full bodies. But let's do another movement. We have a push, we have a pull, and now we have a leg. Let's just do a squat. Pretty simple. Now, obviously, these can break off into a lot of different areas. Remember the tool, the reps, the sets, the rest periods, the tempo. All of these things come into play with these three movements I just created, right? But pretty simple. I'm picking a push, pull, leg. Now I can go to the next sequence if I want to, right? I'm going to change things up a little bit because I've got a horizontal push here and a horizontal pull. Now I'm going to go to a vertical push. So this could be a shoulder press. Keeping it simple. General Pop doesn't need advanced programming, okay? Now let's go to another. I'm going to go to now I went from a horizontal pull up here. I'm going to go to a vertical pull. How about a pull up? Pretty simple. And now I'm going to go from a squat or a knee dominant leg movement to a hip dominant leg movement. Let's call it a hamstring curl. Pretty simple. Once again, remember, now we deal with the tools, the reps, sets, tempo, sets, and all that fun stuff. Rest periods as well. And then I can end this off. This is where I like to end things off in our last 3 or 2, depending on what your goal is here, is now we go with an iso upper. So this could be a lateral raise, right? And then I'm going to go right here with a core movement. Let's just call it a crunch variation, a V-up. And then right here, I want to get the heart rate up a little bit at the end of the workout, so we'll do a conditioning movement. So maybe this is a treadmill run or an Airdyne sequence, or it could be a sled push. But I'm going to make this some sort of a conditioning movement right here. So this is how we form a template, right, from the movement patterns that we talked about earlier. And then we can start to break down these movement patterns into, like I said, rep sets, tempo, rest periods, all that fun stuff. So why full bodies? They're just more efficient. And we train busy professionals, right, here at Primal Fit. So it's important that we give them the bang for the buck workout. They can get a lot done in a short amount of time. They don't need to be in the gym a lot. So, but if you have the time and you're okay with body part splits and that's something you're used to doing and you're getting results from that, then I say keep doing it. But for us, in our world, in the busy professional world, we love full body workouts, and this is how we program a bang for the buck, balanced, progressive strength and conditioning program. And there's a lot more that goes into the programming that we do here, but this is base knowledge stuff to help you at home empower yourself and create your own bang for your buck workout in a safe and effective manner. All right, if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, email me, and I hope to see you soon.